Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to work on reviewing some pull requests, right? In the last couple of weeks, the project was very busy. We got a lot of great pull requests, and now we have to fix a couple of bugs that got created because of these pull requests. But I still have some in the queue, so let's review them first. There are like 2 or 3 small ones here, and yeah, maybe I can give some feedback to the other ones. Yeah. So we have to start Visual Studio Code, obviously. All right. Yes, I want to use GitHub Copilot. All right. Docker, and let's start everything up. Okay, so the first pull request is just a bit of refactoring. We still trying to migrate away from semantic UI to Mantine, and he's working on that. Sometimes I also migrate like a class here and a class there, but yeah, he obviously did some stuff, and now we just have to make sure that everything still works. But it looks fine. I'm a bit confused where the word clouds are. Okay, the word cloud is here. Alright, we don't have the pop-ups anymore, but I don't think that these are like necessary. Alright. And statistics is, I think, an extra view. So anyway, let's check this out. So what we do to check out a pull request is you can just fetch it. So let's go to our front end, and then you do git fetch origin pull, then the number of the pull request, which is 90, right, and then head to get the latest one, and then you say how you want the branch to be named, and that's now data with migration, right? And then we say git check out data with migration, right? Then he's now complaining because we have changed in our package.log. We can get rid of that. And let's check this out. Okay, so that worked. Let's go to localhost 3000, and it should start up. I think it's now still creating the front end, but that worked. That's nice. I can remove this. Okay, why isn't he reacting? Okay. So we got a lot of issues. It has probably something to do with our migration to React 18. So I think I have to restart everything, and then he has to install a couple of packages again. Yeah, let's hope that this works. For me, it's easier to just check out a pull request and look at it than to read the code, because you easily miss stuff when reading the code. Like if I look at this, it looks fine, right? We obviously remove the semantic UI stuff, and he removes like a lot of things we used before. But do we have labels? Yes, we have labels still. So yeah, it probably behaves similar. But I want to see it. Yeah, we also don't have like a lot of classes left for the migration from semantic UI to Mantine, which is nice. I hope I can finish this up by Tuesday, and then I can create a new release, right? And it's obviously something I can share with the public, so I will probably post it on our self-hosted to get some exposure, right? So that the project grows. Another thing that happened is that now that we have like a lot of new features, I got even more requests. Like I close an issue and like 2 new ones pop up. Like it's a lot. But we will get there. Right now, if we keep having the same number of contributors, I think it's doable. But if I want to do them all by myself, I would probably need like 4 years, which is a bit much. Especially like there are some harder issues we have to tackle, like deployment, for example, to Windows, like just build it locally, like in one package. And that's tricky, right? I already tried it like off stream like a couple of times. It's always me like trying to figure out like how PyInstaller works or Neutica or something like that. And like they always throw errors and behave weirdly, and that's going to be very painful. And I think it's similar to like the Docker singleton build, right? Where needed like a month, I think, to implement that, because it's just very different from like normal development. Like deployment obviously like is its own job, but if you do open source, you have to do it all by yourself, which is also fun, right? You learn a lot. All right, so I think he is compiling the front end now. But it takes a lot of time. The thing is, like, the more you work on the stuff, the more you also get exposed to like new packages. For example, we use create React app right now for building stuff, but there's also like different dependencies which are way faster. For example, there's like byte and rollup, which we could use, and then the build times are, I think, 10 times as fast or something. And that would be really nice, because it needed like 1.5 minutes to build, which is obviously too long. Alright, so let's check this out. Okay, we have our images, we go to data viz and word clouds, I think. Okay, that still works. I think he refactored statistic, right? Okay. So that works, I think. Yes. Very nice. These things here are not popping up yet. So, yeah. The thing is, like, we haven't exposed this yet, right? That was like an old layout, which we had like back in the day, basically, or like when own photos was still a thing. And now it's obviously like a bit different, and we have it like in the subcategories. But I think like this view makes sense, because we can then get rid of this menu, right? Which is obviously very cool. So, word clouds is not loading. So let's check this out, and let's leave a comment, right? So let's go to data viz statistics, right? .js, and here we have all the different things. And we have like here word cloud, right? So I think the issue that we currently have is that word cloud just doesn't load anything, right? Word cloud. I think we don't fetch the data like within the component, but do it like outside of the component. Yeah, which here we go. Fetch word cloud. Okay, let's close this. And yeah, so that's like a small thing. But other than that, this looks good, right? Yeah. But I think this was still a bug like back then. So if I recall this right, if we do this right, then we should have some data. And now if we go to statistics, and now then he reloads the app, right? And we do every state. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I will just note that to him that this doesn't work yet, but other than that, it looks fine. Cool. So I think we can merge this. Let's see if we had like something like fetching stuff. No, we did not. Okay. All right. So that was like a bug from previously. Looks good to me. We should fetch the data on load though, but this can be addressed in a different pull request. All right, and merge. Okay, so we have use maintain loader. All right, then we get rid of some other things. Location index. So I think this one here is a bit sad because we lose the flags. So we had the feature that if you, I don't know, shot like an thing, an image like in Italy, for example, then we had like the Italian flag in front of this. But this gets obviously removed because that is a semantic UI like component. And we don't want to use this anymore, so it has to go, which is sad, but I guess that's fine. All right, so I think this looks fine. I can test it anyway locally because I do not have like the key here. I will test it on my production system, which is probably my like personal system. Okay, looks good to me. All right, so the last one. Why did you render? So, like Polaroid always gets like a bit sidetracked when he wants to implement something. We had like a bug where every time we got like we pinged basically the job system, the whole app would re-render, and he fixed that. But in order to do that, he basically rewrote most of the app, which I mean I like, right? Like it's like obviously very helpful if somebody like updates all the dependencies and like migrates to new stuff. But yeah, so and one part of this was basically why do you render, or WDYR. So let's do git fetch origin, and that's like 88, right? 88. And then we have why do you render? Yes, okay, cool. Let's check this out. Git check out why do you render. Okay. So yeah, that doesn't work. So let's kill that and let's restart. Fish cd docker sudo docker compose force recreate. Right. Cool. So that worked. Error while stopping. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. So let's see if this works. I still don't really know how why do you render works, right? So let's check this out. I only know that it is like it looked like a very interesting package. Okay, so we have our big list pure component, and then we install that. We do this thing. You probably already did that. And then we can do what exactly? Okay. Okay, we can just add why did you render equals true, and then he explains it to us, I think. Okay, cool. So let's see. I think we already started up. Very cool. So, okay. Where could we test this? I think the photo list view is obviously like one obvious candidate. Okay, and I somehow am in the wrong window. Okay, it's still starting up, so it's still not done. Okay, we do this. So that's not needed. Let's go down here. And then we do photo list view dot why did you render equals true. It's still starting up, but I think we should then get a couple of log messages. The general idea is that we add more and more tools to make it easier to develop. And right now we obviously use like a lot of like static linters and stuff like that. Okay, so it works. So now we should basically see something, right? Sources network. Okay, how does this work? Yes. Why did you render equals true? Like in the console, where can I find that? Now I'm confused. Yes, you can also pass it down here. But I want to see how it looks. Monkey patches react to notify you about all potential re-renders. Yes. But I actually want to see something. Why do you render, right? First import, makes sense. Okay. So where do we have this? Add configuration for video render. Yes, React Redux, development, otherwise blah. We definitely import that here, so that should work. Yes, tracks, hooks, track all pure components, true. Okay. So, where the hell are my messages? Okay, can't see any. Why did you render logs? Check out the issue here. Okay. Troubleshooting. No tracking. Maybe no component is tracked. I'm pretty sure it is tracked. I'm still not sure like where it gets tracked, to be honest. Like, could be everywhere. Sources, network, performance. Or is it maybe like an extra thing? Why do you render? Chrome. No. Okay. So, virtual DOM, yes, I know. Okay. I just want to see where I could see that. React DevTools, why did you render? Okay. Okay, and that is in his console, right? So okay, I think it doesn't work. But I'm not sure. So, as far as I can understand it, it should be in here, right? So we have that thing, and that should work. Okay, I will add this here. Any errors? I also can't see the render logs in the console. Does it work on your machine? Boop. All right, so we test this also. I think that right now doesn't work. So let's check out dev again. Discard changes, and I think we probably are now done. I don't think I will give feedback to for the draft pull requests. Okay, so we checked out to dev. Let's kill this. And let's restart it. I don't think if that was necessary, but better safe than sorry. And yeah. Okay. Let's wait for it to stop. I still have to figure out how to like automatically post on Discord when I'm going live. I don't think that this works. right now, and I didn't post for a long time that I actually do new videos. Maybe I should have done this. Whatever. Okay, so we're done. So let's recreate it. And let's fix a couple of new issues that popped up. So we're basically now on React 18. And the thing is that there was like a switch between 17 and 18 where it now basically supports more like async behavior, but it also broke a couple of dependencies. And we still haven't figured out which dependency exactly don't work yet. And now if you click on the app, it can happen that you just get a blank screen sometimes. And for example, one user reported that if he clicks like on my albums, then he only sees like a white screen, like that. That was like exactly what he also has. So I think we can fix that. Yeah, something broke. So okay, that worked, I think. We are still online. So let's check this out. Why are you not rendering? It loads, it loads, and then we get an error with the above error occurred in shared with. And we have the error here. Like album shared to is empty or undefined. Interesting. So let's close all. Let's go here. And let's go to layouts, albums, album user, and let's go to shared to. Okay, that's the thing that currently breaks. Right now we get like any into here, so I think the first thing we can do is let's log this. Okay, sometimes this is undefined, I guess. Right, if we, for example, do not have that. So let's go to console. And yeah, so we have album, and we also have shared to. But I guess on one instance it was not defined. No, it seems fine. I don't know. Okay, weird. Interesting. Cannot read properties of undefined reading map. What? But why can't I do a map on that? That's weird. Probably typo. Let's reload this. Cannot read map, undefined. But we like had this like a second ago. What the hell? Okay, that really looks like a typo. Album, right? Share to. And then we do a map. Maybe it's like album.album? that the issue? No, it's album.album, alright. So album. Yeah, now it works, okay. And now we also have this. Okay, so we fixed that. Still want to see if I maybe can improve this. So let's do that instead. All right. Okay, shared with, okay, if I do this, he will still not allow that, weird. Okay. But that still doesn't make any sense, right? So I want to fix this now. Yes, and so this should crash, right? Because share 2 is obviously not a thing any longer. So let's do album. Still does not work. Can you explain to me why? Album undefined. What the freaking hell? But here we basically access it directly. But if I put this in here, it does not do that. Weird. And if I just add shared 2, why does he like make an array out of it? That's what I don't get. I mean, yes, of course we like accessing it like an array, but that should not create an array like that. Okay, let's go back. Yes. Please stop making. Why? Okay. I don't want to spend too much time on this. To do. Figure out why album is an array /JSON. Alright, so that works. That still does not look that great, to be honest. So let's maybe work on that a bit. Like size maybe 15. A bit small. Let's do like 17. Alright. This is also like off center. Why? So let's make that a group. Yeah, that looks better. I think we should do that similarly with a pop-up here. So let's go to shared with. Right, and that's like yeah, no. Okay, so let's do this. Yes, that looks better. It's still like a bit off. Like, why? It should be like on the same level. Oh no. I mean, this here is fixed. So maybe let's add a bit more height. I don't know. Nope, still off. Okay, so I think we can take this back. I don't get it. Where does this padding come from? Yeah. It just isn't like the diff around the video is somehow broken. Makes everything larger. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So we have the padding here. So the video is fine, and then the diff around. So that link is too big. But why does it even... What the hell? I just wanted to fix a bug. Okay. Okay, somehow the link doesn't wrap around when it's a video, which is super strange. Okay. Route DOM. Okay, maybe we can just do something hacky and but who's adding this padding? Like, I don't get it. Like, the video is exactly that large, right? And then there just gets... Where does this come from? Oh my god. This is so dumb. So if it's a video, do this, otherwise do that. All right. This is so weird. Okay, now it's just larger than everything else. So let's do a, yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know what to do. So what if I just force it? What happens then? Okay, it's a bit better. Yes, okay. Now it looks like as broken as before. So let's just do this. Okay. So now it looks like it works. It's still like a bit off, but it's not nearly as bad, right? So if we like zoom, where's my zoom button? It's like 1 pixel or something off. It's fine. If somebody notices, he can fix it, because like I don't want to work on this issue right now. I just wanted to fix the other issue. Okay, so let's go here. Where's the front end? Here's the front end. Awesome. Stage changes. All right. Git commit no verify. Fix blank rendering. of user albums. Yes, okay, so git push. Alright, git pull. Right, we already did a couple of changes, so we don't need that any longer. And let's do a pull. Awesome. Okay. All right. Yeah. We also had another bug. If you go on data and click on place tree, it crashes. So let's go to location link, right? Location link. And that's also like a new issue. I think it's in components. Yes. Okay, so here we go. So group top origin Y, origin X, and data.links is not a function, and that all happens in here. But that happens like one line later, right? Data.links is not a function, okay. So maybe like that. Cannot be property of undefined. Okay, data.links is not a function. That sounds like an issue with the dependency. So let's see. Okay. How is that called again? VX group. Okay. So VX hierarchy, here we go. Yes, that is basically what we use right now. View on GitHub. Okay. I also don't understand where like data is actually coming from, but I think it's just the function, I guess. Okay. So let's just debug that one by one. Okay. Yes. Reload. Okay, the name is loading. Interesting. If data dot name does not equals loading, right? Something like this. Okay, we have this issue like multiple times. So I think I will just use that and we will return early somewhere. So return. The issue is that we only get this in here, right? So, oh god. And we have it like multiple times, I think, right? Oh man. Yeah, so we just have to program that here in. So let's do this. Where do I have to add this? So we had this basically down there. Okay, I don't understand where it is. So let's see again. Okay. Okay. And that should be enough, I think. So if data is actually like loading or something, then just do nothing. cannot find name data. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's like up here. I see. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, that works. Very cool. I'm still missing like the title and stuff like that. So right, so if I click here, then I got these things, and then it just said like, nah, let's just not return anything. Interesting. Because we actually only want to like return this part, but if we do that, it just blanks. That's like kind of annoying. Or do we have like somewhere like React 18 support React? Okay, so maybe that's the reason. Right, I will just comment that out for a second, and we will bump the dependencies. Package.json. Okay, it's like really old. That could be the reason. Add VX hierarchy. Oh, it's basically only like this old stuff. But we had like here new things. Why is it 2 years old? Oh no, it's called differently. It's physics. But I don't even know if it's even the correct thing. Okay, add VX. Oh yeah, it's 2 years old. Damn. Now it's physics. So do I just have to like change everything up? Upgrade from VX to physics. Community update, V1 release date, rebrand new home. VX will rebrand to physics for V1. Okay. Alright. We will now have a lot of breaking changes, I guess. I'm not so sure if I actually can upgrade everything. but it will be fun, right? So I think there should also be types, right? But I will add them later anyway. So let's remove that. So let's look for add vx, right? Okay, we only use it here. That's really good. This should make everything a lot easier. Okay. Let's see. But really interesting that this open source dependency is now maintained by Airbnb. Okay, so we installed the new dependencies, which is nice. It also is not yet complaining about anything, which is also promising. Let's see. Maybe it will just work, but like we all know the JavaScript ecosystem. It isn't the JavaScript ecosystem if you can just upgrade stuff. Things have to break. Okay, so we don't have any error. That's good. Let's reload. Okay, it's still the same error. That's really interesting. Okay, it's true. So somewhere along the line they have changed it. Interesting. Okay. So let's see how you should do it. Physics tree. Okay. Data. Yes. It still has the name loading. Interesting. Add reviews into our React app with physics. Yes. That's pretty much the same thing we used. Const data. But where does data come from? So where is the tree? Okay, so it's not actually data, it's tree, and tree only has name. Interesting. And it probably gets generated with hierarchy location sunburst, right? Which we do here. Okay, so now we're starting to figuring out why this doesn't work, because this probably returns something that is wrong, I would guess, because it returns loading. And yes, okay. So let's see. Console.log. It doesn't even look like that we fetch anything, right? So we will do the old, okay, just load it when you see it behavior. No, I don't care. Okay, so let's add this here. Then it should at least not crash, and we should still dispatch something. Places I've visited, and then it's empty. So that's good. That's really good. So let's reload. And then everything just disappears. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And then we also get places I've visited. But then also everything else disappears, right? Why is that? It looks like it doesn't actually re-render anything. That's not great. That is not great. So I think what we really should do is remove the loading thing. Here we go, fetch location sunburst. Let's go to util reduces. Okay, so I think we can now try to remove that here again. Come on, please let me do it. Thanks. All right. At least we now know how to technically only render in there. So we could try that again. Maybe then it even re-renders, which would be nice. Album user, util reducer. So let's do that. Right. Yes. Okay. And then we go to location link. We will use that here and basically do that here. Okay, so if location sunburst dot name does not equals loading, then do the following. Otherwise, render nothing. Still don't get why everything else is disappearing, right? That doesn't make any sense. So why is that disappearing? App shell, yeah. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. Maybe it's because of that here. Fetched. I have no idea how that ever worked, man. Reload. And now it just crashed. Data.links is not a function. Tree.links. Maybe that's everything we have to change. Just rename it to tree or something. Oh man. Property tree does not exist on hierarchy point node. Why not? Okay. Okay, it works again. Awesome. They changed everything from data to tree. That was the main issue. So I think I can even remove that now. Yes. Awesome. I think I can also add the other things again. But it would be nice to not have like a background. No. White. Fill, no depth equals 0. No, please, no fill. Okay, that was like only the text. Oops. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's also not great. Linear gradient. Interesting. Rect width. Transparent. What if I just remove that? What happens then? Amazing! It works like I hoped it would. Okay. So let's add these things back. No, that is still wrong. Okay, so inner width, inner height, margin top, margin left, width, height, okay. Let's check it out how we can now make it a bit more. Okay, the issue is with the node. So let's see. Link component, width, height, top left, polar. Minus height divided by 2. Okay, that is a group, and we did a translate 0, 0. Okay. Group, translate 0, 0. So the issue is somewhere here. Oh, okay, so now that moved. That's good. Now we only have to move the text. No. Oh god. I didn't want to fix that, to be honest. Yeah, I only want to see the styles of the thing. So the issue is minus y and minus 15 and minus 60. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. So let's remove these things here. I don't know why they were added. Yes, now we only have to somehow move the text. So text anchor is middle, pointer events none. So why is it so much offset? So that's weird. Okay, let's get rid of that. It's a bit better. dy. So the group is still a bit weird, right? Top and left. Oh my god, it's so janky. So if I do polar, then it also behaves in the same way. Cartesian, vertical, yes. Super weird. Alright, let's do this. How does that look? Okay, it didn't really change anything, but it disappeared. Okay. So let's also do it here. Yes. Okay, where is the text? Okay, now the text just isn't showing up. Oh my god. Okay, so that did not work. Let's remove this. Okay, I don't know what that is. Let's remove that also. Okay. Now it's only slightly off. Amazing. I'm not that happy about it. It's so far off. Or like maybe that thing here is off. That also could be the case. Okay. Maybe if I remove these things. Okay, we're getting there. All right. Now we only have to move it a bit. So let's do -10. Please stop crashing, man. Okay, so Okay. Hier plus 17 und beim anderen ist plus 15. Okay. I have absolutely no idea if this works for all cases, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely better than whatever came before. No, you should do it like that, man. Okay, seems to work for now. All right, nice. So we don't need that. Discard changes. Util reducer. Yeah, we also don't need that. Yeah, the other things I think were necessary. Very nice. Okay. Git commit no verify. Make place tree render again. Place tree render again. All right, so I think we fixed now 2 bugs, which is a pretty good pace for like 2 hours. So we didn't have any more time to look into refactoring something. Semantic UI, right? So now we only have like around 5 classes left. Yeah, but I think we should get there soon. All right. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You can sponsor me on GitHub Sponsors, which helps me out a lot. And yeah, if you found a bug, leave a comment. All right, see you next time.